Hey everyone, so we are back with another adventure. This is going to be the second video for tonight. This is going to be on the history of the 5th Washington Artillery. I hope that you guys enjoy these videos. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. This one is going out to my good friend Terry, my good friend Alan, and the rest of the Washington Artillery. I love you guys. I can't wait to see you guys again. You guys did a fantastic job at Stones River. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in. So here is a brief summary of the history of the Washington Artillery of the New Orleans. It was 1838, formed as the Native American Artillery, later changed to current name, which is the 5th Washington Artillery. 1839, it was assigned to the Right Flank Company of the Washington Regiment, the only military organization in the American Quarter of New Orleans. August 22nd, 1845, as part of the regiment, they volunteered to serve with Zachary Taylor in the Mexican War and returned to Louisiana after 3 months of service. February 22nd, 1846, they received the regimental flag. May 9th, they volunteered as infantry, Company A of the Washington Regiment, and served 3 months in the Mexican War. 1857, Colonel Walton commanding. They adopt the Emerald. 1861. January 9th, board steamer National for secret mission to seize the arsenal at Baton Rouge, returned victoriously on January 11th. In May, joined the Army of Confederacy without permission of the governor of Louisiana, needed a special law passed by government of the Confederacy to avoid the attendant problems. First command to operate as an artillery battalion. May 26th, it was mustered in Lafayette Square in New Orleans. Companies 1, 2, 3, and 4 left for service in the Army of Northern Virginia. 20 members left behind to form the 5th Company. In August, the blue cloth dress uniforms are shipped home. September, each man of the Washington Artillery had new tailor-made uniforms made at his own expenses, Richmond gray in color, and gave the command a neat and distinctive appearance. The uniforms of the first 4 companies were to include gray private purchase uniform jackets, together with the gold-trimmed red kepi, the vest from the old uniform, and sky blue trousers. The final break with the 1858 Federal style uniform was made. Together with the gold-trimmed red kepi, the new uniforms of the 5th and 6th companies were to be entirely made in gray. The Battalion Washington Artillery. Without a doubt, the Washington Artillery was the most famous and unique artillery organization, not only in the service of the Confederacy, but also the United States. Formed in 1838, they served in the war with Mexico and entered the Civil War as a complete artillery battalion, fully equipped with private funds, owing nothing to the state of Louisiana. They were so popular, the Governor Moore donated a Napoleon cannon and limber from his own funds. 6 companies were raised. The first 4 served in the Army of Northern Virginia under General Lee, and the 5th Company served in the Army of Tennessee, initially under General Beauregard. When the 5th Company Washington Artillery left the city in 1862, reserve members were left in New Orleans to form a 6th Company. However, this unit could only muster 102 men, mostly comprised of the older men, some who had even served in the Mexican War. Members of the 6th Company helped serve on the city's riverside artillery defenses near Charlotte, Louisiana, as Farragut approached the city in 1862. However, the fall of New Orleans forced its members to turn over their guns and disband in obscurity. The 5th Company, the story of one of the finest battalions in the Civil War. When companies 1 through 4 left for Virginia, the battalion commander, Major Walton, ordered Captain W. Irving Hutchinson to remain in New Orleans to recruit additional reserve companies and to forward supplies to Virginia. Hutchinson immediately went to work. He placed advertisement in the local True Delta newspaper, and the response to it was overwhelming. Applicants abundant. Soon there were enough men and supplies to muster a 5th Company into service. In fact, this company boasted an amazing original roster of 388 members, surpassing the ranks of the first 2 companies combined. However, this newly formed company did not proceed to Virginia. A state of military affairs in February of 1862 warranted the diversion of the 5th Company to the Western Theater to aid Beauregard, who had taken command there. While the wartime experiences of the other 4 companies of the Washington Artillery, those that served in the Army of Northern Virginia, have been thoroughly documented, the exploits of the 5th Company have been curiously neglected. The 5th Company Washington Artillery of New Orleans fought with Confederate Army of Tennessee from Shiloh to Chickamauga, from Perryville to Mobile, and from Atlanta to Jackson, Mississippi. Solomon's Battery, also as it was also known, won repeat praise from every commander of that army. Although it sustained high losses, the company was recognized as cohesive, well-disciplined organization that fought boldly and tenaciously, and was considered the Army of Tennessee's finest close combat battery. The 5th Company was composed of educated, proper men who had known each other prior to the war and who would band together as provincial association. At its conclusion, the Confederacy possessed no finer soldiers than those of the 5th Company. Their proper and capable leader, Cuthbert H. Slocum, repeatedly refused promotion so that he might remain with the battery. P.G.T. Beauregard specifically asked the 5th Company to remain in the West with the Army of Tennessee to fight beside the Louisiana Brigade until Missionary Ridge. The unit was also associated with William B. Bates' division, which contained the Orphan Brigade. They served through victories and defeats over 40 battles, triumphs. The unit's emphasis, artillerymen would shout, and they would be tired again and again. Facts and battles and assignments of the 5th Corps of Washington Artillery. The organization was organized in Lafayette Square, New Orleans on March 6, 1862. It was armed with 2 6-pound smoothbores, 2 6-pound rifles, and 2 12-pound Howitzer on April 6 through the 7th, 1862. It was armed with 2 6-pound smoothbores and 2 12-pound Howitzers on March 29, 1864, surrendered by Lieutenant General Richard Taylor, commanding the Department of Alabama, Mississippi, and East Louisiana at Centennial, Alabama on May 4, 1865. It was armed with 1 3-inch rifle and 3 12-pound Napoleons at the time of the surrender. One of the 12-pound Napoleons, Columbus Arson, 1864, number 31, 1220 pounds, still exists and is located today in Middletown, Connecticut. The first commander, W. Irving Hutchinson, he resigned in June 13th, 1862. Captain Cuthbert H. Slocum, he resigned in June 3rd, 1862 as well. Some of the assignments: Department 1, Anderson's Brigade, Ruckler's, Cheatham's Ruckler's Division, 2nd Corps, Army of Mississippi. Anderson's Brigade, 2nd Corps, Army of Mississippi. Then they have the Artillery Battalion, Breckinridge Division, Department of Mississippi and East Louisiana. 1st Corps of Army of Tennessee, Defenses of Mobile, Artillery Reserves, District of the Gulf, Department of Alabama. Cobb's Battalion, Smith Artillery Regiment, Department of Alabama, Mississippi and East Louisiana. The 2nd Corps of Army of Tennessee. So they were involved with multiple different organizations and units, as well as different assignments. So they were relatively pretty busy throughout the Civil War, and they were in a lot of the major conflicts, which was some of the battles that they were involved in, or a majority of the battles that they were involved in, was Shiloh, which was April 6th through the 7th, 1862, Corinth Campaign, Motley, Farmington, Kentucky Campaign, Mournfordville, Perryville, Oliver Creek, Murfreesboro. If you guys are not familiar, Murfreesboro is also Stones River. Jackson Siege, the Battle of Chickamauga, Chattanooga Siege, Chattanooga Atlanta Campaign, Resaca, Dallas, Atlanta Siege, Franklin, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Mobile, Spanish Fort. The battery was at Medrin, Mississippi at the surrender, May 8th, 1865. During the war, approximately 388 men served in the battery. Of that number, 43 were killed in battle, 1 died in an accident, and 6 died of a disease. As you can see, they were pretty busy in a lot of the battles. Majority of them, some of them I've actually been to. I've been to Shiloh, I've been to Murfreesboro, I've been to Chattanooga, I have been to Missionary Ridge, I have been to Resaca, I've been to the Atlanta Campaign, I've been to Mobile. Perryville, I do want to go out to Perryville, that is in Kentucky. I look forward to maybe one day going out there to the Bluegrass State and seeing what they do offer out there at Perryville. I've been to Chickamauga. I live actually pretty close to Chickamauga and Lookout Mountain, so those are pretty much on the back, like in the backyard of me. And also the Battle of Resaca is pretty close to me, so I go out there and enjoy a lot of time walking around and sightseeing and reading the monuments that are at Chickamauga. With that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, sharing a little bit of the artillery history of the 5th Company. I'm super excited of being part of the 5th Company, Washington Artillery, and looking forward to my first assignment with them out there in Florida. I'll let you guys know the name of the battle that I'll be attending and actually participating in, so you guys can stay tuned for that. So I'm working with the guys. I'm going to try to see if I can get a video of me shooting a cannon and kind of adding it with the pitch of the video. I wish I could film us or film myself on the battlefield, but I don't know if that's really possible. But you know, maybe I can get a little video of me shooting the cannon so I can add a little twist to the video. But I look forward to that. Love you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, check out the Facebook fan page as well. Talk to you guys again soon.